If you're an engineer who's asked to present complex information, you probably already figured this out. Most presentation training doesn't really work for you. Not because it's bad, because it's not built for how engineers think. Engineers are trained to be accurate and thorough, to include the details, and most audiences aren't wired that way. They're short on time and they're focused on decisions, and that's where things tend to fall apart. The issue usually isn't confidence or stage presence, it's translation. How do you explain complex technical ideas clearly to people who don't live in the details? This is exactly the work I do. I provide technical presentation skills training for engineers and STEM professionals who need to explain complex ideas clearly to non-technical audiences. So where can you find this kind of training? Well, some organizations use general presentation skills programs, and they can be helpful, but engineers often have to do a lot of adapting on their own. Others use internal training or association workshops, and sometimes those work well and sometimes they don't. It really depends on whether the person leading it understands technical communication. The most effective approach is working with communication specialists who focus specifically on engineers and technical professionals. That kind of training is different. It focuses on clarity, structure, and decision-making, not performance, not being entertaining. It's about helping engineers be understood without oversimplifying or losing credibility. If your job requires you to explain technical information to people who aren't technical, generic presentation advice usually isn't enough. You need technical presentation skills training designed specifically for engineers.